You know, I did scratch the paint, but I'd already scratched the paint one time by pulling it too close to my damn truck. And I found out the fender just goes under the rear bumper just enough, and I scratched the paint. In fact, the scratches from that are worse than the scratches from when it fell over. I do not have dirt tires on this bike yet, or mixed use. I'm actually running the stock tires, and the front stock tire sucks. It's designed for road use, but it works for the time being. Alright, the adventure biking portion of the trip is almost done. Just having some fun. I know I do have a number of people who enjoy looking at my videos. I know it's not like some of the other bloggers who get, you know, hundreds and hundreds of views a day. I get 3 and 4 views a day. If you guys want to leave comments, feel free to, and if you're looking for me to do something that's kind of in the realm of what I'm doing, or want me to make a video, go right ahead and leave it in the comments, and I'll see what I can do. As I finish adventurifying my Enfield here, I will take some video of the bike and talk about what I've done to modify it, and also show some of the old parts that have come off, some of the new parts that have gone on, some of the trials and tribulations that I've had with the bike. And that kind of stuff. At first I thought I was, well, let me back up. This is my first bike, for lack of a better term. And I bought this bike about a year ago to make the determination if I really wanted to get to ride motorcycles again, and if I wanted to get to ride motorcycles in general. And, well, yes I did. In 6 months, I put 2,500 miles on the bike, and it's really run it really well. Back last September, about 6 months ago now, I happened to go into the Triumph dealer. I was looking for a winter jacket, a leather jacket, not a winter jacket, but a jacket for riding during the winter, and picked up some leathers. A leather jacket, and well, as an accessory to the leather jacket, I also bought Bonneville, Triumph Bonneville T100, and of course that's what I've done all my other videos on so far. Long story short is I'm riding both bikes. My Enfield, I had actually thought about doing a cafe racer, an old school cafe racer, set of body mods, that type of thing. But to be honest with you, the cafe racing thing they're cool looking bikes, but they're not my thing, and it's just because of the ergonomics more than anything else. I'm not going to badmouth them, I like them a lot. But it just wasn't my cup of tea. I like the looks of them, and I thought it would have been cool to have, you know, the Enfield in a cafe racer style. But I decided against that, and have done some other, and have moved into the direction of the adventure bike. And that is eventually going to be new tires. I'm looking at the Michelin Anakis. Has the tires that I want to put on it. From what I've read, they're really decent tires. Biggest thing is, because I have 19-inch rims, I'll have to run a front tire on both the front and back of the bike, but that is very common practice. Let me get those 24 horses thumping here. Then also I'm going to do some slight suspension mods. I'll change out the shocks and the springs, and I'll experiment with setting the bike up. I want to try to put about an inch lift on the bike. I'm not sure if I can do it or not. And that's just to get more travel on the springs and shocks, so when I do hit the off-road stuff, I'm not bottoming out. I'm also going to put a fly screen on the bike, and that's more to shield the GPS and to give it a cleaner look rather than having everything out in the open. A couple roadrunners there. I'm going to paint it the same color. This kind of a candy apple red is what they did the bike in. And that'll pretty much be it. I'll fabricate a set of boxes, hard boxes, and I'll put a trunk on it so that I have some place to put stuff. It's going to be an interesting project. I was wondering, this is 65 miles an hour right now, and she's just purring along. I can ride 65 all day, for lack of a better term. The bike starts to struggle at 70, and I just don't ride it that fast. I have ridden this bike on the interstate, plodding along at 65 miles an hour. Kind of gets scary at times with people trying to pass you. But that's like people have said, this is a back road bike more than anything else, and that's just the way I treat it. Unfortunately, where I live, in Socorro, there's not very much in the way of back road out of town. The interstate has to get used to get to some of the good areas.